My relationship with Vladimir Putin, which dates back almost 15 years now, I've known him since 1999, and I have a very close relationship with him. I don't agree with everything he's doing. I don't agree with everything a lot of leaders are doing. But he understands that I'm a businessman. And I've invested a lot of money, our company has invested a lot of money in Russia very successfully. Our Russian workforce is 98.5% Russian national. They're magnificent employees. I mean, I admire them greatly in terms of what they're able to do. And he knows that us being there has caused good things to happen for them, and that we've been a positive force. And so we've got the sanctions in place right now, and he understands that's, I'm going to comply with the sanctions. There's not any conversation otherwise about that. And they recognize that. The first time I went over to see them after the sanctions were in place, I was a little nervous, wasn't sure. And it was interesting because the first question they asked me is, well, how are you doing? Are you okay? And I said, well, yeah, I'm fine. Why do you ask? They said, well, we just wondered whether your government was coming after you because you've been doing business with us. So they were more worried about me and so they understood, we understand you can't do certain things now. And what I tell them is, we're not going anywhere. We've been around 130 years. When the sanctions are over, we'll all sit down and get back to work. And until then, we just have to comply with the law. So most of the leaders I deal with, I just have that kind of very open, frank conversation with them. One of the things that I learned early on when I began to work overseas in foreign assignments is, and this is not true of all of my competitors, I'm not saying necessarily my U.S. competitors, but my foreign competitors, was to make sure that host governments, resource owners, and whether it's Russia or Yemen or wherever, the Middle East, make sure they understand that I'm not the U.S. government. I am an American company, and I will be bound by the laws of the United States and other countries, and I'm going to follow those laws. But I'm not here to represent the United States government's interest. I'm not here to defend it, nor am I here to criticize it. That's not what I do. I'm a businessman. And you would be surprised how many times I've had to have that conversation with heads of state who want to say to me, well, look, I know you can have some influence on the president. I need you to go back and tell him this. Okay? And there's only been 2 occasions where I did that because it was a matter of national security. And they did not know how to get a message to the White House. So I did it.